Lamar Jackson back at practice. Lamar, I mean, forget injuries. I don't remember an NFL player getting sick as much as Lamar. Upper respiratory infections or whatever it is that keeps him out. I never seen something like this, but he was out with a sickness, and now he's back. And here's what he said, Rob.
That's been the first checkbox for me since 2018. You know, I said that April 26th, whenever I was drafted, I said that, and I meant that. But, this the highest level of this game, we play. So you got to go out a champion. That's what I want to be labeled as, a champion, not just MVP here and there. Like, I want to be a champion.
He wants to win a Super Bowl, Rob. And he got to win a Super Bowl. Now, he's a Hall of Famer regardless. He's going to go down as a great quarterback, as a Hall of Famer, which means you're great. Because he's won 2 MVPs. He's the youngest right, to win 2 MVPs. Yeah. One of them unanimous, the second close.
He missed by 1 vote, right?
Yep.
Almost had 2,
yep.
Right.
But, Rob, I mean, and we talked about it with NBA players. When you're that great, you got to win. You got to win. Now, again, it doesn't mean he's not going to be in the Hall of Fame if he doesn't get a Super Bowl. But it will be a negative mark if you don't win a Super Bowl if you're Lamar Jackson. Like Dan Marino, Rob, we talk about him glowingly, but when it comes to GOAT talk, even though individually he was as impressive as anyone, especially at the time he was playing. But he's not in that conversation because he didn't win.
Right. He was in that conversation years ago. There were people. We've had people on this radio show who said that.
I think Rob
Woodson, who's a Hall of Famer, is the best quarterback he thought ever. But
I don't think, Rob.
No, I'm just.
You know what I mean? I bet if you had 20 people mixed of journalists.
Winning has to be a part of it. There's no doubt about it. But I'm just saying,
a player or two might say he was the best.
Right. But there can be a case, and you'd have to look at their whole career and see how it plays out. I'm just of the thing.
You can't be the GOAT if you don't win.
No, you have to win. We talk about it all the time. What do I bring up all the time about Marv Levy? Went to 4 straight Super Bowls as a coach. Nobody says he's the greatest NFL coach.
Right.
Who went to 4 straight Super Bowls,
Nobody's
Chris?
ever done that, right?
Okay, no.
Other than him, right.
4 straight?
But he's not in the discussion.
No, because he didn't win.
Right.
So winning is a part when you take a look and you talk about how great somebody is, regardless of the circumstances. And it could be that it has nothing to do with him, and not in this case. I'm just saying, like, say if you had it could be where it just didn't have Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds hit 500 in 2002, Chris, against the Angels in that World Series. The pitching couldn't hold up.
Right.
They lost in 7 games. Is Barry Bonds? Was it his fault? No, it wasn't his fault, but they lost, and he never won. But everybody looks at Barry Bonds and knows what a great player, and we talked about it before. It's different with baseball. It just is, because there's so many things that you can't control that has nothing to do with you. But anyway, him saying he wants to win, that's not shocking to me. Everybody wants to win, and I think that's legit. And I think, and to me, I'm not in that camp that thinks he can't win. I think that he can win.
I'm not either.
And when you've won 75% of your games, which is just incredible. I think it's the highest, Rob G. Correct?
No, it's not. It's third highest. It's third.
Who's higher?
Mahomes is first, and then Brady.
Really? Percentage of winning games?
Yep.
Regular season games. 75.
Mahomes is first in just about everything.
Yeah, 75.
But Mahomes is first with 77.1% winning percentage in regular season. Brady's second, 75.4%. Lamar is third, 75.3.
Unbelievable number. So look at the company that he's in. So to me, he has a great shot.
Well, no, I think he can win. I think he will win the Super Bowl. But he's got to. Because, Rob, every other player who has won multiple MVP awards, And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Every single one of them won at least one championship. Tom Brady, obviously 7. Joe Montana, 4. Patrick Mahomes, 3. Johnny Unitas, 3. Steve Young, 3. 1 where he was a starter. Peyton Manning, 2. And then Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Kurt Warner, all won one championship. And Lamar's got 0. So to be in that company, he doesn't want to be the only one with no championship. And then, Rob, we were talking about the 70% winning percentage. There are only 6 quarterbacks who have won 70% or more of their regular games with 25 starts, at least 25 starts. And we mentioned the first 3. It was Mahomes, number 1, Tom Brady, 2, Lamar, 3. Who guess 4? I'll give you a hint. He played when we were kids.
For the Steelers? Am I missing it?
Nope.
No.
Their rival, though.
I don't know. Who is it? Tell me.
Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach. Okay.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Joe Montana, 5th, and Peyton Manning, 6th. They all got at least 2 Super Bowls. So, again, he's a Hall of Famer regardless. But Lamar Jackson, now, Rob, when you're so great, you don't want to – if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, he could – now, I think James Harden actually freezes up at times. I don't think Lamar freezes up, although I don't think he made good decisions against Kansas City, but I don't think he freezes up. But he could be remembered as the James Harden type.
Yeah, I'm not there
if he
yet.
doesn't get a Super Bowl. I'm not there yet because he's still got plenty of time. He's still young. But I'm just saying, if he never wins a Super Bowl, or maybe never gets to one, he could be remembered in that vein.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah,
Or,
it's just a long road. You know what I mean? And whereas James Harden is at the end, and
that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that now about Lamar,
it's a long road. But he's his career and what he's been able to accomplish is incredible, and it'll only heighten with the championship, with a chance to win or 1 or 2 or whatever it winds up being. One is great. 2 is outstanding, and 3 would be superb. But he is a talent, and last year was a perfect example, Chris, of his numbers weren't out through the roof, but he was the most valuable. Like they watched him and looked, how he played and what he meant.
It was
a
year where no quarterback had incredible numbers. His numbers weren't eye-popping. But obviously he was incredibly valuable. They won 13 games.
That's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then he had
his numbers probably aren't really going to be eye-popping, I don't think. I mean, they're possible, but, he's judged by wins and big plays and things like that.
And again, we talked about it, that game against the 49ers. He came to play and had a great game, and that I thought pushed him over. You know what I mean? Because he played really well in that game, Chris. It was on display for everybody to watch him play.
Right. But I think he will win it, Rob, because everything that people said he can't do,
he's done.
From being a quarterback in the NFL, number 1, to, being a MVP level quarterback in the NFL, to negotiating his own contract. I was even critical of that. He's done it all, become a better passer, everything. And so I do think he'll get it done. But, until he does get it done, every year is going to feel like Super Bowl or bust for him. Because it's not going to be viewed as the Ravens are in that group, Rob, where it won't be viewed as a successful season unless they win the Super Bowl.
No, they have that kind of team.
That's it. Absolutely. The Niners, the Chiefs.
There's certain teams that, right.
Yeah, they're
they're one of them for sure.
Yep, absolutely.